We're listening to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas with a message ahead of the expiration of Title 42. He says, quote, "Our border is not open. Tomorrow is the last day for the pandemic-era policy, which allows for the quick expulsion of migrants trying to enter the country. But the secretary is still saying to those without proper grounds to enter the United States, quote, you will be returned." For more, let's bring in Elizabeth Schelsey at the White House, Jay O'Brien on Capitol Hill, and Matt Rivers in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. Elizabeth, Mayorkas is saying and confirming that we're already seeing an uptick in border encounters in certain sectors at the southern border. What are we expecting once Title 42 does expire?
That's right, Diane. Mayorkas clearly said there that they expect to see large encounters. They are already starting to see that, and echoed the sentiments from President Biden, who said it will be chaotic for a while when this Title 42 officially lifts tomorrow, trying to get ahead of both the expected backlash from the scenes there, but also, of course, the political backlash. You know, the message from Secretary Mayorkas there was a little bit twofold, talking about the effort to build those legal pathways for those seeking legal immigration, while also trying to lay out these tougher consequences that the administration is putting in place when it comes to those who are trying to enter illegally, especially this rule going into effect today that would put new restrictions on those seeking asylum. And the administration, Diane, really trying to lay out the steps that it says it has been already taking now for 2 years ahead of Title 42 lifting, surging immigration officers, asylum officers to the border, trying to open these new processing centers, acknowledging that it's taken these steps, but also very clearly trying to point the finger at Congress. Mayorkas trying to say that this is a broken immigration system that we inherited. We're doing what we can, anticipating the backlash that is already coming. Diane.
Yeah, Jay, on that point, Mayorkas is saying that for decades now, Congress has left what he calls a broken immigration system in place. And not only that, but he's saying Congress denied the administration the resources they need now to tackle the current problem. So he's calling for change here. How likely is that to happen?
Yeah, he said that Congress needs to send them more resources, clearer authority, and modernized immigration processes. That last one goes back to what Elizabeth said, what the administration has long said is a broken immigration system, and calling on Congress to fix that immigration system. One of the things I can tell you on the Hill is we haven't seen much traction on bipartisan immigration fixes. The House GOP has a border bill in the works right now. They're still working on getting the votes to pass that. And even if that passed, it is likely dead on arrival in a Democrat-controlled Senate. So bipartisan immigration fixes do not look like they are in the hand right now here on Capitol Hill. And that is putting the administration in the place to use the existing rules that they have relied on for years to try to police the border, what's called Title 8, which is what you heard Mayorkas say leads to a longer immigration process. Because under Title 8, unlike Title 42, you have to process asylum claims, which takes some time. That's the tougher consequences, Mayorkas is saying, because if you're found to be ineligible of asylum or you're found to be an undocumented immigrant under Title 8, you are turned back around and barred from re-entering the United States. But all of that takes more time, and any change to that process doesn't look like it's coming from this building anytime soon.
And Matt, I'm out of time, but quickly, what are you seeing at the border now?
Yeah, so what we're seeing at the border there, I mean, you can see right behind me, this is the Rio Grande River. Over here, you've got about several hundred migrants who have already crossed. Many of these people have been here for days. That is what the secretary was talking about, people who have already come here to the border, gone across, and are waiting. What we haven't seen yet, and what I think we need to all understand, is no one really knows what's going to happen when Title 42 ends. Everyone keeps talking about the idea, including officials, that there's going to be large numbers of people, lots of people arriving at the border. I want to show you the border right here. Look at that. There is no one here currently. 4 days ago, there were lots of people here crossing over constantly. Today, we haven't seen anybody. So the idea that everybody knows exactly what's going to happen when Title 42 ends, that somehow migrants are all in concert with one another, choosing to do the same thing at the same time, that's just a false idea. It's not to say that there might not be a wave of people that come once Title 42 ends, but so far, here in Juarez, not across the entire border, but our view here in Juarez, anecdotally speaking, we're not seeing that yet. It doesn't mean it's not going to come, but right now, those people have crossed over. They've been there for days, but the wave that everyone keeps talking about that might be coming, we haven't seen it yet.
All right, Matt Rivers, Jay O'Brien, Elizabeth Schelsey, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.